Imagine a car that dared to defy tradition, a car that wasn't just a sports car but a grand tourer designed to combine luxury, performance, and everyday usability. A car that was so ahead of its time that it was meant to replace the iconic Porsche 911. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Porsche 928, a groundbreaking machine that redefined what a Porsche could be. Introduced in 1977, the Porsche 928 was a radical departure from the brand's rear-engine, air-cooled heritage. Instead, it featured a front-mounted, water-cooled V8 engine, a first for Porsche. This wasn't just any engine, it was a 4.5-liter V8 that produced 219 horsepower in its initial iteration, with later models pushing that number to over 350 horsepower. The 928 wasn't just about power, it was about balance. Its transaxle layout, with the transmission mounted at the rear, gave it near-perfect weight distribution, making it one of the best handling cars of its era. The 928 could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 140 miles per hour, numbers that were impressive for the late 1970s and early 1980s. But the 928 wasn't just a performance car, it was a grand tourer, designed to eat up miles in comfort and style. The interior was a masterpiece of German engineering, with leather seats, power windows, and a dashboard that wrapped around the driver like a cockpit. It was a car that could take you from the Autobahn to the Riviera without breaking a sweat. Now, let's debunk a common myth. Some say the 928 was a failure because it didn't replace the 911. The truth: while it's true that the 911's popularity never waned, the 928 carved out its own niche as a luxurious, high-performance grand tourer. It was so good that it won the 1978 European Car of the Year award, a first and only for a sports car. The design of the Porsche 928 was just as revolutionary as its engineering. Its sleek, aerodynamic shape was the work of Wolfgang Moebius, who drew inspiration from futuristic concepts. The pop-up headlights, the wide rear haunches, and the distinctive rear end made it instantly recognizable. It was a car that looked like it belonged in the future, and in many ways, it did. Over its production run, which lasted until 1995, the 928 evolved significantly. The 928S introduced a 4.7-liter V8 with 300 horsepower, while the 928S4 and 928 GTS pushed the boundaries even further, with larger engines, more power, and improved handling. The 928 GTS, the final iteration, featured a 5.4-liter V8 producing 345 horsepower, making it the most powerful and refined version of the 928. Despite its advancements, the 928 never quite achieved the cult status of the 911, but it has earned a dedicated following among enthusiasts who appreciate its unique blend of performance, luxury, and innovation. Today, the Porsche 928 is a classic in its own right, with well-maintained models becoming increasingly sought after. It's a car that represents a bold chapter in Porsche's history, a testament to the brand's willingness to take risks and push boundaries. So, what do you think? Is the Porsche 928 an underrated masterpiece, or do you believe the 911 deserved its place as Porsche's flagship? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of iconic cars. Until next time, keep chasing your automotive dreams, because life's too short to drive boring cars.